Boys, this story is called The Emperor's Egg. The Emperor's Egg, that's the title. The author is Martin Jenkins. Martin Jenkins wrote the book, and it's illustrated by Jane Chapman. That means that Jane Chapman drew the pictures. Now, this is a very special book because it gives us information all about penguins and a special type of penguin called the emperor penguin. Some stories are stories about things that happen and like lost and found. This is a story that's got facts in it. That means that these things all happen to penguins. Let's see. Wow. Look at the end pages. Look at the lovely penguins swimming. And here's lots of facts about penguins. All sorts of facts. Now, it says that the author wrote this for James and John and Steve and Tim and Tony and all the other dads. And the illustrator dedicated the book, it says, for Mom and Dad from egg number 1. So the illustrator dedicated the book to her mom and dad. And here's another picture of a penguin. And look, the penguin lives in the South Pole, at the bottom of the world, in Antarctica. And we have beautiful illustrations to show us Antarctica. Now, boys, here it is, Antarctica. Down at the very bottom of the world, there's a huge island that's almost completely covered in snow. It's called Antarctica. The weather is bad enough there in summer, but in winter it's really horrible. It's hard to imagine anything living there, but wait! Oh, what's that shape over there? What's that? It can't be. Yes! What is it, boys? It's a penguin. It's not just any old penguin. It's a male emperor penguin. Look, the biggest penguin in the whole world. And he's doing a very important job. He's looking after his egg. He didn't lay it by himself, though. Look at the egg, boys. His mate did. Mom did a few weeks ago. But very soon after that, Mom waddled off into the sea. That's where all the other moms are, swimming, because they have to get food. They have to eat as much as they can. And they have a nice time looking for food to eat. Which leaves the father with a very important job. He has to mind the egg. He tucks the egg in under his tummy. And he has to make sure that it stays warm. And that's how he stays for 2 whole months until the egg is ready to hatch. Hatch, boys, means where the egg opens and the baby penguin comes out. Can you imagine? Look at all the other dads standing in the freezing cold with an egg on your feet for 2 whole months. And boys, they have to be careful not to drop the egg, because then it will fall on the snow. Now there's nothing for the penguin to eat on land. Nothing. No supper. Look, N-O spells no supper. I don't know about you, but because of all that egg sitting, Daddy can't go off to sea to feed. He can't have breakfast or lunch or tea. I'd be very, very miserable if that was me. But the penguins have each other, and when it gets very cold, they huddle together to stay warm. Look. Sometimes, when they come across a slippery slope, they slide down in their tummies, pushing themselves along with their flippers, always remembering to take care of their eggs and trying hard not to bump into each other. And that's how the father penguin spends the winter. It's winter right now, boys, and that's what the penguins are doing. Until one day, here's chip, chip, chip. The egg is starting to hatch. It takes a day or two, but finally the egg cracks right open and out pops a penguin chick. Now the father has two jobs to do. He has to keep his chick warm and he has to feed it. But boys, how's he going to feed it? There's no food in Antarctica on land. The chick is too small to go to sea to catch food, and he can't be left behind on the ice. But you know what? Deep down in the father's penguin throat, there's a pouch that's like a little bag where he makes something a bit like milk, boys. And that's what he feeds his hungry chick. That milky stuff comes out of his throat, down his beak, and into the chick's mouth. But the father can only make that milky stuff for only a few weeks. And then he's just about to run out when, boys, a dot appears on the horizon. Who's that? It's getting closer and closer. And yes, who is it, boys? It's Mom. She starts trumpeting hello, and the father penguin starts trumpeting hello, and the chick whistles. And this racket, this big noise goes on for hours and really does sound as if they're very happy and incredibly pleased to see each other. Look, they're all making noises. Their special call to say hello. They all have their own special whistle, boys. As soon as things have calmed down, the mother penguin is sick, right into the chick's mouth. Yuck, you may think. Yum, says the chick. And the chick gobbles down the whole lot. Now, it's the mother's turn to look after the chick, and it's Daddy's turn to go out to sea, because he needs to eat. And at the back is called the index, and all the special words that are in the story are in the index, like Antarctica, chick, egg, feathers. And here's the back of the book. Look. I hoped you liked that story about the emperor's egg. I hope you learned lots of information and lots of important facts. Bye for now, boys.